What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Sports Wagering University video. Follow at Sports Wager U on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and go to sportswageringu.com to sign up for our classes and our free newsletter. All right, topic of the day. It is March 29, 2022, and we want to talk about this new OT rule in the NFL that was approved by NFL owners, now allowing for both teams to possess the ball in the NFL playoffs. I mean, the most obvious effect of that, right, is that now each team is going to have a chance in a offense predicated league, right? A league that's pushing and pushing for more offense, making life a little harder on the defense and the hits that they can make on these offensive players. And now this is another check, another addition for the offense to thrive. So that's good. It's good for the NFL. It's good for ratings. People love points. We'll see if this leaks into the regular season. I think a lot of people would probably like to see that too. But for now in the playoffs, they're going to give both teams a chance. And that's a big deal, right? Both teams getting a shot. Famously, Josh Allen against the Chiefs in the latest playoffs, and he had to suffer through that one, not step on the field. Long story short, teams that have won the coin toss in the playoffs are 10-1. So over a 90% win rate in those games. So that's a good thing, 53% in the regular season. So it's pretty nice that these games won't be up to a coin toss. I know people love to say, what about defense? Of course, that's important too. But now defense and offense will matter in the new playoff rules. How will the books adjust these totals now that two teams can score? There might be a slight adjustment. I think there has to be, right? Now there's a probability or there's a possibility for more scoring in every one of these playoff games. I mean, it's especially true if you look at how the field goal the new extra point rule changed key numbers in the NFL, right? Back in 2015, those extra points were moved back, and key numbers in the NFL used to be primarily 7 and 3, more so 3 than any other number, but then second was 7, well ahead of 6 and every other number. Now, since 2015, key numbers in the NFL, which just means the number that most of these NFL games fall on, the margin that they fall on at the end of the game. Now 6 and 7 is a lot closer. A lot of that because of those longer extra points. Teams only hitting extra points at around 92% now. So that's way down from those previous marks. In the new OT rule in the playoffs, I think teams will probably go for 2 more often than they won't, right? To expect that the other team who scores second, if the first team scores a TD, there's always that chance that the second team also scores a TD, and then they can go for 2 and win that game. So if the first team scores a touchdown and they go for 2 successfully, that means that they already have a super edge, right, on the second team, even though they're going to get the ball as well. Just owners and coaches are probably going to be looking at that, going for 2, how that's going to help them. For bettors, maybe in the playoffs, maybe we don't play on full games under as much, right? It brings down the probability that your unders will hit. Even if it's ever so slightly, it brings down that probability somewhat, right? So maybe first half unders or first quarter unders, that's usually a good angle to take in the playoffs anyway, these high intensity, high emotion games. In the NFL, you don't get a lot of books that'll give you regulation only total bets. Most of those bets are going to incorporate the full game. So got to expect a little more scoring, got to expect the books to adjust. And in the NFL playoffs, maybe you don't want to play on full game unders as often, unless, of course, you think that there's a big time disparity between those two teams and overtime is not really a possibility. With that, guys, the NFL season seems like it's far away, but NFL news is constant. I'm going to be joining you here on a regular basis to talk about NFL news and how it affects betting. Looking forward to being here with all of you again. Follow us at SWU, at SportsWagerU on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Go to sportswageringu.com and see you next time. Farley Betts here signing off for Sports Wagering University.